Hey, hello.
Hey,
Hey, oh my God, you're frozen. We start and you're frozen. Oh, there you go. There you go. I was so surprised I
am
choked
I
myself.
moving now?
Oh,
I
you moved
can't
for a second. No, you're not again.
tell.
No.
Why is this happening? Why?
I don't know.
I mean,
Um, I get
I'm guessing it doesn't look like. Hold on,
Hmm.
let me pull up Twitch chat. I'm
You're just
testing
like,
this. Jake, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Just can't see you. I mean, we can see you. You're just frozen.
Oh, perfect. Well, since it's just us two, I guess I can, like, quit out of Discord and then come
Yeah, go
back.
for it. I'll move for a second, but that's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's
This is
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
Alright, Discord.
Yeah. It's
Time to
you. Like, you're
die.
cursed because I've been on Discord out there on my laptop for like 3 days straight and haven't had a single issue. Well, I guess while he restarts his Discord, hasn't yet. I'm gonna just keep talking. Hi. We're the con save. I don't think we would be the con save without some sort of technical issues right off the top, always, forever. Did you leave out? What's happening? Why are we still here? I think I'm alone. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there it goes. I look, you can get like half my face on either side. So anyway, we here, I'll scoot over. Okay. We are the con save. And technical issues. I see Joe. You have to move so I know if you're not frozen. Okay, you're good.
Alright, there it is.
Um, this is a part 2 of a solo mission of Call of Cthulhu. Probably the last one. I don't see it going much past a little bit more. I think it's supposed to be a short adventure. So we'll see how long that goes. I have something in my eye. We just can't win in this stream today, guys.
Nope.
What else do we do? Well, we play Cyberpunk, and guess what? Episode 9. Can y'all believe? Episode 9 this Friday. Technically episode 12 if we count the solo missions, but you know, they're not numbered. So we've been doing that shit for some time, guys. So Technoshock this Friday, 7:30 Central, right here on Twitch. We are at Fight Night. Stim has been drug into the King's private booth. Y'all know that Jack, the creepy cult guy, is in the house. Well, y'all don't know. Stim knows. What's gonna happen? I don't know. We'll find out this Friday. What else do we do? We play video games this Thursday. I'm going to continue playing the Blair Witch, or well, not the. It's just Blair Witch. It's a video game. Because you know, I was surprised. It's got a good storyline. I want to figure out what the hell's happening. So we're gonna play that. We're gonna see what happens. Then I don't think we have it. Do we have anything early next week? I don't think so. Um,
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
yeah. So then it will be on to another video game Thursday. We'll see what we do. That's gonna be every Thursday. And then next Saturday, Jake, is Tomb of Annihilation. Look, you think I would know. No, not next Saturday. I don't know when Tomb of Annihilation is, but we're gonna do it someday. We'll do it eventually. And you'll see beautifulness that is our crazy crew. And then next Friday, if you go on over to High Shelf Gaming, you'll see Blair and I in a guys, it's a Mass Effect game. Joseph is as excited for me as I am. It's very exciting.
I'm still playing through the games. I'm excited for
Just
you
like
because you're
feign
excited.
excitement for me or something, you know? There we go. So we're gonna do that. So we're all over the place. So check it out. Also, it's bugging me how dark the side of my head is. I'm gonna go turn on another light real quick. Joseph, you talk to the people. Tell them something.
Hi, I'm tired. I'm tired all the time. But yeah, maybe I can just remind a little bit about what we're doing. So this is just kind of a little taste of Call of Cthulhu. We're hoping to do more with more people eventually. We're just kind of giving it a test run. And this is just a the Chronicles of Garth, and we're gonna see if Garth, the nice southern guy, lives or dies today, because he's in this culty ass village, and his Uber driver left without him.
Yeah, last we left off, you talked to a dude with a creepy hood in a cave.
And leprosy.
It was burns.
Oh, I thought it was leprosy.
No, he
Huh.
was all scarred up. He wasn't missing nothing. And went back into town. And that's where we left off, but guess what? I don't have the page scroll to that, so last we left
We'll
off.
see.
I wrote start at 11. So, hey, guess what? We're starting at 11. Wow. That technical difficulty really fucked me. There's like something stuck in my throat now.
Go live, Frozen.
Yeah. I was so upset. I and it hurt. So, you had made your way into town, ate at May's, kind of hung out after her daughter creepily whispered at you to get out of town. You talked to that guy about weird stuff. You're like, what the heck's going on? You get back and you're like, oh, it's finally afternoon time. Let me go check out City Hall again. They were supposed to be open at midnight, or at midnight. Whoa, no, at midday. Let's just go see what's up. So, make this part go away. Go away this part.
It's only open 30 minutes out of the day at lunchtime.
Always.
No, I'm sorry.
I guess
at
not
1:30.
midday. It was afternoon. Yeah, it's only like 30 minutes at like 3 o'clock.
So it's after everyone's lunch hours.
Yes.
But it's only 30 minutes.
Yeah, and before they get out of work, it's really inconvenient. And the village hall overlooks the lower north ridge of the village. My music's not playing anymore. Where's my music not playing anymore?
I do not know.
I guess. Okay, there it goes again.
We back with the spooky.
So, the village hall overlooks the lower north ridge of the village. You walk along Silbury Street to find it, conscious of the impressive black metal structure framed at the end of the road. The shutters of the hall are open and some windows left ajar. There is no knocker, but a little bell over the entrance tinkles as you push the front door. Inside, a sturdy door to your right is marked private. To your left is an opening that leads through to a bright room. You take a few steps inside, and benches line the walls where there are 2 notice boards mounted between the windows. So, would you like to examine the notice boards or knock on the door?
I'll look at the notice boards first.
Okay.
Just to see what they're all about.
Okay.
And I'm sure there will be 2 things that I'm thinking there will be. One, the festival. Obviously.
Uh-huh.
And then, what was the lady's name where everyone kept saying she has a room?
May.
May.
Yeah.
It's gonna say
May's B&B open for
if you need a room.
If you need a room, go to May's. That's all it is, scrawled on a piece of paper. If you need a room, go to May's.
It says Garth, if you need a room. I'm like, oh!
So, the floorboards creak beneath you as you cross the room. You feel a slight spring in your step. Perhaps this room is used as a gymnasium for the village children. Then one notice board appears to be for adults of the community and one for the children. The former looks neglected, featuring handwritten advertisements for household items and a yellowed note about telegraph pricing. There's nothing about the festival. The children's notice board has a schedule of a weekly... I don't know what that word is. A weekly arts and crafts service. That's what I'm going to call it because I don't know what that word is. And a number of paintings obviously done by the children themselves. Most are incoherent, though colorful. As best as you can tell, they depict fireworks or perhaps the tale of Joseph from the book of Genesis. Joseph, oh, creepy.
Oh no, I'm losing my mind already.
One has lost a pin and hangs upside down. It shows a giant bird attacking Emberhead. Or it might simply be that the artist has not yet mastered the subtleties of scale. Make a quick spot hidden check, please.
Oh, Monka. Okay. Pull this up. I feel like I actually put some good stuff into this. Okay.
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be... I gotta remember again.
Lower.
I have a 60.
Yes, you want it to be lower.
But then there's 30 and 12. I forget what that was.
I don't think they really have that introduced into this beginner module, but it's something about when you play the actual game, it's a higher level of success if you make it half or a fifth of your score.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. So 38. So I think, yeah, it had to be under 60.
Yep.
Okay.
So, as the afternoon sun hits the floor, you notice something curious. The boards under the windows are newer than the boards in the center of the floor. The frames also show signs of having been replaced in the recent past. Perhaps rain leaked in and rotted the wood? So apparently when you do successful things, you get to check off the boxes. I was checking them off as in like kind of like D&D where you have proficiency. So normally you would just now get a little check mark in the box by spot hidden. So good job.
Oh.
So.
Oh, for just this little module thing. Or is that on my sheet?
There should be like on your spot hidden, you see that little box. You would have a check mark. Now, I checked all the ones that you had like extra skills in, but that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, well, what's the point of the checkbox?
Look, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. I'm playing this game at the same time as you are.
Huh.
Yeah. But
DM.
I am reading. I'm doing funny voices for May. Because she is old. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, so you notice that the boards look to be newly replaced, which is odd. As you're kind of looking over there and at the boards, the door scrapes behind you. A middle-aged, bespectacled gentleman appears at the doorway. May I help you?
Oh, well, yes. I'm looking for, I guess, the mayor? Whoever runs the town?
I don't know if I'm the mayor, but I'm going to claim that I'm the mayor. Ah, well, hello. I'm Clyde Winters. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Absolutely. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Clyde. My name's Garth.
Nice to meet you. You know, I am partial to a cup of coffee. Every voice I do turns southern because you're doing one. I can't. It's so...
It's ingrained.
Yes.
It's ingrained in us. We can't not do it, yeah.
It's so hard to do. So everyone, I know we in Massachusetts, but everyone's gonna have a southern accent up here in Boston, because Lord knows neither of us could ever pull off a Bostonian accent.
Hey, it's more trippy that way because it's almost like a little Texas town up here. It's
Yeah, there we
sketchy.
go.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm partial to a cup of coffee in the afternoon, and he gestures and kind of lets you in and gives you a little, pours you a cup of coffee. And as you walk through this door marked private, the other side of the village hall is a can't read. The other side of the village hall is in marked contrast to the public space. The room is compact, lined with shelves of books and file alcoves. One corner is reserved for a tiny pantry of what is presumably a water closet. You study Mr. Winters as he fills the percolator. Although thin on the top, his hair is oiled and neatly swept back. His suit is a somber affair and well tailored, even if the cut is a little old-fashioned. A lesser man working alone might have loosened his bow tie for comfort. Not Clyde. On the desk against the opposite wall, you notice what looks like a telegraph set. He hands you a cup of coffee.
Oh, well.
Well, what can I
Thank
do you
you.
for?
I'm trying to leave town because my my Uber left me here. And
Uber.
I had yeah, I'm sorry, it's short for Goober, which is what I'm calling him now.
You must be
Um
talking about, what's his, Silas. You must be talking about old Silas.
yes, I
Yeah,
am.
Goober's an easy way, I guess.
But I have a job I'm starting up in Arkham, and it well, he left me here. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Understands, and the pot begins to kind of gurgle as you exchange these pleasantries. And he pours a cup of coffee and he's like, yeah, it could be stuck because, what, I'm assuming you're coming from the city?
Yes.
Yeah, living here's got its trade-offs, and it looks like you're learning them the hard way. Like most things in life, it's very pretty, very secluded. A little less of the comforts, I guess, you would enjoy from where you're from. And he kind of like looks off past you as he's handing you the cup and talking. He's like, in a big city, I could wish for access to a proper library. Of course, that would just be great here, but I know myself well enough. I'm strictly a dabbler, and the cities kind of wrinkles his face up in distaste. Too many people, everybody rushing and shouting, and we have a special little place here, and oh, I just went to a whole different paragraph, and I was like, oh, that makes no sense. I got a special place here in Emberhead, and someone might accept responsibility for keeping it so, and was my father before me, and now the duty falls to me, so guess I can dream of not as much a city, but the big libraries and all those things, and with that comes a little bit slow transportation. I'm sorry about that.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too worried about the town itself. It's very nice. You have a nice town here. But it was more of that he just left when he told me to meet him at 8 a.m. and I was there a little early.
No, I don't know much about him. I can't really say anything. Like I said, Goober sounded like a good word. He's not from here. He just stops by every 2 weeks or so. I've never taken the bus with him.
Well, so would you happen to know when the next transportation would be along?
I'm assume 2 weeks if he was just here yesterday. I think the general store, she gets a transport in, and then that should be coming in next week.
Yeah. I heard about that one as well. Um
He just
How
kind of
far is it
walks
to
over
Arkham?
and
Do you
looks
know?
out the window. He's like, this evening, as the sun sets, look out over this landscape around you. Just take it all in. We got peace up here halfway to the stars. Are we not privileged? And now look, it may have been an inconvenient circumstance that left you here, but this view, is it not worth the hardships we must accept? Gotta look at it on the bright side.
I mean, it is very beautiful. I just, well, hell, it doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere with that. But, I heard something about a festival. What's that all about?
Oh, it's just a good old tradition we have just to get the townsfolk rallied together, maybe bring in some people from other villages here and there, come on in, and it's just a good cap to the season.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's really all I came to ask about, but,
Well, I wish I could help you more. I mean, while we do value our isolation around here, we do need a link sometimes, so we have the telegraph, but unfortunately the line's been down for about 2 weeks. I report it is my fault. Of course, they're not so speedy when the problem lies in a rural area, so I'm expecting the repair hopefully day after next. So either you get a message out then, or maybe hitch a ride. I know how frustrating this must be for you, and you know. Uh,
I had a
oh,
feeling.
I was like, what else? So yeah, then he just goes on to kind of explain what that maybe one of the farmers had no luck there. Oh, maybe the
Mm-hmm.
general store, those sort of things.
That's
And
why I didn't even ask about the telegraph. I kind of figured town town is a little bit sketch, and I doubt that it would work.
I tell you what, Winters pours another cup of coffee, and you can smell just that nice coffee smell just filling the whole room. When the repair crew arrives, I'll ask them to take you back with them. How would that be? They might want $1 or $2 to grease the wheels, but it's day after tomorrow.
Uh, so far that's the best offer I've got, so I'd appreciate it.
And that's what we'll do.
All right.
You're, I'm assuming, staying at Maze? I
Yes.
keep slipping back into Southern. I'm just going to accept it. Everybody's Southern. I kept trying to stop doing it.
Yes. Just accept it.
I'm just going to accept it. Well, I will send.
I say.
I will send some word over to Maze. I'll come over there myself, so you do not get left behind this time.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I gotta stop saying thank you very much because it just keeps sounding Elvis.
Thank you
So
very much.
let's say it different ways. Okay, so Garth's gonna leave. Just say thank you, and where else can I go in the town?
So,
And I don't remember exactly what the guy in the cave told me. It was more of just I do remember the overall gist, but there was nothing. There's not. It was just
that
like don't
seems like a
trust
thing you should
everyone.
wrote notes for, because I sure as hell
Yeah,
don't
I
remember.
thought I did, but I could not find my notes. I did write shit down, and for whatever
I
reason, I don't know where
rewatched
they are.
this like last week in preparation to it last Tuesday, and then we retired and our internet just broke, so I have forgotten it since then.
Yeah, that's okay. I
So
think.
you walk
I
out,
think. Yeah.
and the light is starting to fade. It's getting dark, and you look around, and from here you can see pretty much the whole town. You're just like, oh shit, I've been everywhere. I guess it's getting dark. There's not much to do around here anyway. And you return to the Ledbetter house and eat a light supper. May is unusually taciturn. Ruth's eyes flick to yours several times during the meal. There is an urgency there that you cannot quite interpret. And afterwards, May ushers the girl into their room. You've been in Emberhead for barely one whole day, and you already feel confined by it, both geographically and socially. And this evening seems to offer little. So, would you like to spend your evening doing some stargazing? Do you want to attempt to talk to Ruth? Or, if you have a previous appointment, this is the time to follow it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my previous appointment.
Why does it say that? And then it doesn't give me a number to go to. Where do I even go for that?
Wait, so last time I went back to that cave and he was just there.
Yeah, and he said something about meeting you later, and then there's a note that says
Oh,
if you
that's
have a
right.
previous appointment, it means to come to here. But then did it give me a number? No. Let me real quick scroll through the entire free. Oh, hey, here's a map of Emberhead. I didn't see that before. Cute. Shit. Look. I found a flaw. Okay, and I remember that. Go to that. Oh, I don't think that was, never mind, that was not that. Where's the part about adventuring the city? Joseph, entertain everybody while I search.
Well, so I don't know if we're still doing Minecraft mornings, but maybe I was thinking one of those days, and this is just me talking to also people in the chat, doing like something on the evenings where it's Minecraft as well. Maybe like one day that we have an empty gap where we go through and we build something based upon a poll or something, and go through and build something. What do you guys think about that?
That'd be fun.
And also, I had a different, another idea that I don't know why I thought about this, but what if we tried a D&D one shot in Minecraft? Like the DM, whoever it is, goes and builds like a dungeon crawl, and
That's
you go
fun.
through and do it.
If you run into creepers, it's a random encounter.
Yeah, exactly. But there will be little signs, and then make items and stuff like that that you need to. I don't know. It just seems like it would be kind of interesting as well. Minecraft D&D. I'm sure there's mods out there of some
D&D.
kind.
Yeah. D&D.
Ooh, RL Craft? I don't know I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna look it up later. Cause that, I mean, you could think about it this way. Each block is the 5-foot block or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could go and just draw out a bunch of like different colors. Or the DM can just go through and just do it. To be 5 foot.
I'm getting close. Okay. See, that is a thing that should... Okay. If you've discovered the secret later tonight, the text will offer you a chance to follow it up on the previous appointment. Okay. So... Let me write this down. Okay. So now you. Oh, here. You know, let me go back. Nope, I already lost the number. Doesn't matter. Sorry. Okay. So, what have you done so far? You went and talked to this guy.
Been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. Okay. So let's see if this makes sense. So, oh, hey, that's gonna be a nice even 200.
Damage? Oh my god, I'm so dead.
I don't remember where you were supposed to meet him. I really should have watched this again or took my own notes.
I
So,
thought it was like the church or like the graveyard or some. I thought.
somewhere creepy, I'm sure. Well, you go there, wherever there was.
Okay. Easy enough.
And Arbogast is not at the appointed meeting place.
God damn it, that's the second time this has happened to me.
You give him 10 minutes and he doesn't show. And you curse that old crank and head back towards May's house. Psst. Kind of jump
Well,
and like look around. You're kind of near the edge. We'll say it was a cemetery. I don't know if it was, but we're gonna say it was. You're near the edge, kind of near some like the buildings, and it's like a just a little alleyway, maybe. You know, somewhere where there's a little doorway that you're just walking by, and a hand sneaks out from there and grabs your arm. You jump at the sight of that half face glimpsed in sunlight or starlight.
well.
Shh, 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 shh.
Oh.
I don't remember his voice. I think it was a creepy, almost screw voice, so I'm gonna do that. One of them's near. They're watching. Come with me. Arbogast leads you across the thoroughfare, slipping between houses. The metal structure looms at the end of the street. Shh, stay silent now. But the beacon will come alive tomorrow night. He ushers you into the alcove behind the village school. Arbogast glances behind you and then sits down. Again, you feel uncomfortable in proximity to that scarred visage. One melted eyelid lifts. Just one.
Gross.
Yeah,
he's just melting as we speak.
Okay, you do not have long, so understand this. I was the conduit, the interpreter, before that fool Winters and his fancy words. The things which come to Emberhead care not for words. Those idiots think that this is a ritual of sacrifice. He spits on the grass. It's a ritual of control. They know the words, but they do not comprehend the forces they call. He kind of sits back. No. You have no time for more questions. I will teach you how to end it. In the moment when all is lost, you can return this hill to the earth, to the death that came 40 years ago. I've tried it myself, but his head kind of sags. I no longer have the concentration. The chant is simple. I can teach it to you, but you must perform it with the clarity of mind that I have lacked for years.
He said be silent. Garth isn't talking.
You idiot.
Well, you said be silent.
That was when we were running through the streets.
Yeah, all of this is real weird. But, okay, it doesn't seem like I have much choice. So, sure.
I love the enthusiasm.
Well,
What?
He just goes, "Well, I've only been here, well, not very long. I'm an antiquer."
Oh, what we're dealing with is much older than any of the antiques you've ever seen. You
Well,
feel very dislocated from reality as you sit on a cliff top behind a school at night, learning a chant by rote from a madman. Arbogast is careful to teach you it in sections. He glances into
okay.
the sky and says, "Don't worry, it won't work now. Clouds covering the stars." Covering the
Okay.
star, sorry, singular. But he still takes care not to pronounce the whole thing at once. It has a rhythmic beginning and various elaborations, but the core passage is repeated 3 times. Look, we know what it is. Could you say it? Because I sure as can't when I'm reading it.
Thulu, Fafagan.
Yeah, Cthulhu.
Thulu, Fafagan.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Cthulhu, Maglonoff, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu McGoughlin.
Full.
Yes. In the arms of the old ones.
Yeah. Let me send you a good old chant. In time, Arbogast listens to you recite the chant and nods. Remember every sound, but never speak it if you have plans left on this earth. You've discovered a secret. If your situation ever becomes desperate enough to try Arbogast's ritual, the text will offer you the option to chant, so I'll let you know. At that point, if you want to try it, you add 10. Well, I add 10, and we'll go to that part. So,
okay.
You have a secret now. You have a a Hail Mary in Cthulhu.
Okay.
And then he kind of leans back. It'll make you one with the living.
Actually, I don't think that is the chant that I know.
It's parts of it, but there's like extra words. So
okay.
he's like, yeah, this chant will make you part of the living. And as he says that, a black shape lunges from the dark and wraps its arms around Arbogast's throat and drags him backwards out of the alcove. He grabs at the arm and is kicking empty in the air. You see the gleam of a long blade in the moonlight. Make a dodge attack or a dodge roll.
Ah, shit.
My music is not looping. It keeps stopping, and I'm getting very annoyed.
That flew off into the, out of existence. Okay, 12. And
is that a pass or a fail?
Pass.
Heck to the yeah.
I'm so glad I'm rolling low.
Right.
Any other time.
A second figure swings at you with some kind of blunt weapon, and you shove it aside and scramble out, trying to find a more defensible position. A gurgle draws your attention. Arbogast has his hand clapped to his neck. Blood drips between his fingers and spills from his mouth. His assailant stabs him again, the wet blade slicing Arbogast's wrist even as it sinks into his neck. It comes through from the back. You see faces now, low faces, daubed in some kind of tarry substance, eyes gleaming with hatred. Arbogast shoves his attacker off, staggering back, more blood cascading down his arm. The old half-man... I hate that they keep calling him a half-man. The old half-man has willpower. He plants his feet and raises a hand. Make a quick sanity roll, please.
Oh... Damn, we rolling now.
We rolling now, boys.
So that... Oh, right. So I just have to roll below 80,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the same. Okay. 12 again.
Nice. So. Clicking off the wrong page. So yeah, he lifts his hands up and Arbagus howls a choked, wet sound. He stabs his palm forward, fingers curled in a strange gesture. Fire springs from the ground at his feet in a flickering blue wave. It rushes in a stream as it follows a line of gasoline directed towards each attacker. Hungry, it climbs up their clothing. They shriek in the flames as the flames touch their flesh. Arbogast drops to one knee. His face is pale in the illuminations from the fire. His head hangs forward, yet even as his hand shudders, his eyes are alight with intractable will. The assailants scream as they flee in different directions, eerie light playing off the buildings as they pass. They leave behind a terrible pungence of seared flesh. Tiny shoots of fire dance in the grass seconds longer, then vanish, and Arbogast drops. The blood flows from the wound, and Arbogast's neck has slowed to a trickle. His breath is shallow and fleeting, and you can see his situation is hopeless. His eyes flutter, then close as life departs. You mark a moment in respect. However, the attackers may come back. Who can you trust in this village?
Well, Garth is going to, I guess, see that he can't help. I guess that's just the book's telling me. Just no, don't try.
Oh, I mean, he's
Um,
that you are an antiquer. You cannot save this man who's been stabbed in the neck 3 times.
damn.
Sorry. I will
But
let you know.
okay.
You know May.
Yeah,
Do you
that's kind of what I
do you
figured.
wanna like try and get her to help you, or do you just want to go back to the house and be like, what the fuck, and not say anything? And why does my music keep stopping? I have you on loop.
Um, well, I think what I want to do is go back to Maze, right? I don't want to say anything, and I want to try and conceal the knife that I bought.
Okay. So you're just gonna go back and not say anything to her.
No, but I do want to try and find a little girl.
We'll see if you can. The familiar surroundings of your guest room are becoming constrictive. The neat bed, small wardrobe, and dressing mirror have the feel of a prison cell about them. What are you still doing here in Amberhead? Your new life is elsewhere. You lie in the bed and stare at the small crack in the ceiling. You turn over the day's events, thinking about the little details you spotted. You're certainly weary from the elevation and the fresh air, but do you still feel safe here? No. Okay, so you're gonna just kind of stay awake, because...
Yeah, I
linear,
feel like
sorry.
as an antiquer, I probably haven't seen someone's throat slit open before, so it's gonna jar me quite a bit. And then also set people on fire. That's a thing. But I do want to try and conceal the knife.
Okay.
I'm assuming I wear boots. Can we say?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a boot knife at this point,
Cool.
and then cover it up
Cool.
with my starched Wrangler jeans.
Very starched. They're actually even starched again. May's done your laundry and starched them again for you.
Like Garth walks like this.
Yes.
That's how starched they are.
So you hide all your stuff, and you kind of sit down and lean back on the bed, and you're getting a little tired, and sleep's kind of pressing down on you, and you blink it back and sit up, and you just start thinking about your situation. Everything in Amberhead seems to be working to stop you from leaving. Perhaps the answer is to strike out at first light and just walk as far and as fast as you can. You can always return for your possessions. If you lose them, you've got nothing so precious that couldn't be replaced, honestly. Then a tiny creak draws your attention to the other side of the room. Slowly, almost silently, the doorknob is turning.
I want to go and stand behind. Like, does the door open into my room? I wonder.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna hide where it opens, like behind it. I'm just gonna be like,
Okay.
hold my breath.
You hear the door kind of start to open. And you're ready for a confrontation. And you see May standing on the other side, wrapped in her bed jacket. She kind of steps back, like, doesn't see you, and kind of looks around and sees you kind of behind the door, and she's like, oh! And steps back. You seem not yourself. I just wanted to check. Oh, she's the old lady, I forgot. You seemed not yourself. I just wanted to check up on you.
Oh, I'm fine. This is just one of my nightly rituals. Standing behind a door.
I meant earlier after dinner and such, you seemed just not yourself. I want to make sure you were okay, and I know this can't be easy for you being stuck here and all.
Well, I appreciate it, but yeah, that's basically what's wrong. Is I need to get going. I'm real worried about my first day at the job. I'm gonna be late, and I'm worried about that.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry about your inconvenience. Hopefully, everything gets wrapped up real quick. And she just kind of turns around and walks back down and kind of closes the door, and there's like a little chair sitting next to it. You just kind of like wedge it under the door.
I was about to say that's what I fucking do. If I can find a chair.
Yep, you wedge it under the door handle. You know, perhaps this little piece of fortification will permit you a few hours of restful sleep.
Well, what I would like to do is the chair's propped, right? I'm gonna just lay in the chair.
Okay. So you do. And it's not a very restful sleep at all. So much so that even just the sound of feet walking on the street outside wake you up the next morning. Your night's rest has been brought a new determination. Today, you will meet Emberhead on your own terms. Damn it. I don't know if you're wounded at all. I think you already healed since then, so you're good.
I had taken 1 damage on the bus ride.
Oh, yeah, and you already healed that. So,
yeah.
The Ledbetter kitchen is empty as you go down, although bread and eggs have been laid out for you for breakfast. There is a note from May explaining that she has taken Ruth out for a few hours. So, you can, if you want, we're just going to go to whatever the next point is that it's going to tell you, or if you wanted to go investigate the aftermath of where you got fucked up last night, you can do that as well. Or attempted to be fucked up last night.
Nope,
just going about your business.
We're just going because if I go back there, who knows who's waiting.
Okay. So you make a quiet circuit of the village, pausing in unobtrusive places to watch villagers. It's rather busy for this time in the morning. Yawning locals stream back and forth along the roads carrying bundles and split logs to the side of what you've heard referred to as the beacon. You see 2 figures already up in its superstructure, arranging the wood. The festival bonfire will be most impressive, but do you intend to stay and see it? You suspect by now that something is amiss here. Weird. While the villagers are distracted, you may do some illicit investigations, or you may simply leave town without looking back. So, would you like to go search Miss Ledbetter's bedroom? Would you like to go alone to the village hall? Would you like to take a closer look at the artisan courtyard, spy on the activity at the beacon, or slip on down the road and flee for good?
This is a part where Garth is not making a decision. This is me trying to... I feel like Garth would try to just leave. Because he just saw someone murdered and shit. And he's not, like, a hero by any definition.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll try our hand at leaving.
Okay, let's see if we can slip on down the road and flee for good.
Something tells me I won't be able to.
As you approach the southern road that descends to the lower ridge, you see 4 villagers blocking the route with farm tools and clubs. You veer off and head towards the west road. Your heart sinks as you see the exact same scene on the other exit from the village. You're trapped. So, would you like to try and talk your way past the grounds or the guard groups, or slip by in disguise, or oh, I think that's rhetorical. Do you know another way to leave the village? So you wanna try and slip by and talk, or do you just want to go back and investigate some other things? You want to go by in disguise?
I feel like I wouldn't have a good disguise. This is a small town, and they're gonna know. So I don't think there's a point in doing that. I kind of just want to. I just want to go talk to him and see, like, hey, are are you farming the road? What's going on? Kind of thing.
Because this is like meant to be like a solo mission for someone to read by themselves. It like gives you the option for what you're saying, and it's funny. So you kind of look at the two of them, and the southern group looks a little less sharp than the western group. So you walk on up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just kind of looking at you.
Good morning. Can I pass by?
Nope, I'm sorry. We have oh, no, wrong music. Because it keeps stopping for no good reason. Nope, we got rules to make sure everything's on lock while we get the beacon set up, and then maybe we'll think differently. The roads are pretty full with all the different log transports and such. We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Well, I think I'll be fine. I can just step out of the way.
No.
Well, who made the rule?
Whatever that guy's name is that works in the thing. Winters did. Make a fast talk roll. You have to roll an extreme fast talk. This is a roll equal to or less than 1/5 of the skill value.
Well, I have a 5, so. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I clicked off of Discord and I didn't hear you.
So you have to get a 0.
Well, it says between 1 and 2, yeah.
Well, a 5th is less than the smaller number. So.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
so
you have to get the smaller number or less.
Oh god, this keeps happening. Nah.
The one guy kind of looks like, nah, you come with us. The first one says, his ape-like brow kind of bends into a frown. These locals are not as stupid as you think. They grab you and march you back to the center of the village, just very unhappy with your questioning and trying to leave the town. The fading light from the narrow That makes no sense.
So
I guess they could take you into town hall, because now it's talking out a window.
Oh, great.
Okay. The fading light from the narrow window tells you afternoon is giving way to evening. Oh, nope, sorry. Hey, guess what? They arrested you. That was not said very well from that one sentence they gave me. Apparently they arrest you instead of just walking you into town. Your hands are shackled behind your back. You cannot even lie down on the rough bed that they've given you. A woman you've not seen before comes in. Her face is wrinkled and her eyes dull. They do not meet yours, but she puts a cup to your lips. Do you accept the drink or reject it?
No, I reject it.
You turn your face away when she tries to again. You dash the cup from your hands using the side of your head. The clear liquid spills across the floor. The woman gives a half shrug and turns and leaves the room. You shout after her, but she gives no reaction. You soon, now unfortunately, become thirsty. As the light fades outside, your little prison becomes dark. You can hear much activity around the building. Occasionally, an orange glow passes the window. The only comfortable position in the shackles seems to be sitting against the end of the bed with your arms hanging behind you. You need to concentrate, come up with a plan. There's clearly no escape from your bonds. You do not know exactly what your captors want from you, and you can't ignore the fact that they have spent the entire day constructing a massive bonfire. The door eventually scrapes, wrenching you back into the moment. Orange light spills into the house. Oh, they put you in a house, apparently. Okay, good information. From blazing torches held at the threshold.
And they said there was a room at Maze. Where was this room?
Yeah, why wasn't I ever in this room? Orange light spills into the house from blazing torches held at the threshold. 2 large villagers step in and grab you. At least, you assume they're villagers. I really wish my music would play when I wanted to, because, man.
So, Garth just kind of says, "Hey, saw that coming." Yeah.
They wear heavy black cloaks, and their faces and hands are painted entirely black, save for only a red triangle centered on their left eye. They kind of walk up to you. You try to drag him. Oh, I don't know what that means. You try to drag your legs, but they reach under your arms and lift your body from the bed.
Yeah, they try to grab me. I'm trying to drag my legs like dead weight so they can't. I think that's what that means.
Okay. Outside, it seems that the whole village has congregated to see you. Every single one of them has a blackened face with the red triangle motif. Torches sputter and spill fire. You struggle, but you can see physical resistance is hopeless. You're marched to the central street and turned to face the beacon. The procession down the approach, that main road, is slow and formal, save when you sense weakness and yank at your captors. A chill touches you when you see 3 human shapes carried ahead of you, draped in red cloth. The beacon looms larger and larger. It's a dreadful silhouette. A black triangle pointing to the stars. A low drone begins among the cloaked figures. Unbidden, the words... cloaked figures. Unbidden, the word mourners comes to mind. Smoke from their torches makes you cough. You feel heat on your face. As you reach the cleared area around you... I'm so angry at my music. As you reach the cleared area around the beacon, 3 dancers break from the pack. Young girls swinging balls of fire in spectacular arcs, drawing circles in the night. One by one, they draw close to you and touch your forehead with their sooty fingers. Each kisses you 3 times on the left cheek, right cheek, then the forehead. Then they whisper in your ear. The smell of kerosene fills your nostrils. Make a app roll. APP on your sheet.
Oh, just a straight. Okay. Gotcha. I pass.
Okay. One of the fire dancers says, "Through your sacrifice, the village will be reborn." Another says, "You pass from earth to air for all our sakes." Then the third, "I've weakened the chains. Don't try to escape until the flames are high enough to hide you." You stare at the third dancer. The words are said in that same sing-songy that the others did, but the message, you're like, wait, that wasn't like that wasn't like a weird culty saying. That was telling me something. And you look closely and you see that the third one is a very frightened Ruth Ledbetter. The granddaughter. Did you catch what she told you?
You froze for me. Okay, hold on. No, so you froze for me.
What, did you hear everything or just my face froze? Because you're frozen.
Well,
you're frozen
I didn't hear it. You just said it was Ruth.
Yep, that was the end of what I said.
Yeah, basically that's him right now. Come on, what is happening? It's so dumb.
But yeah, so
let me
go ahead.
Oh, I guess I could try and reconnect real quick.
Go for it. Hi guys. Everyone, let's take bets now. Do you think Garth is gonna die, or you think he's gonna make it out alive?
Okay, am I?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Discord.
So yeah, the first one says, through your sacrifice, the village will be reborn. The second one says, you passed from earth to air for all our sakes. Then the third one says, I've weakened the chains. Don't try to escape until the flames are high enough to hide you. And you're like, oh, what the fuck? And it's Ruth. Their dance weaves off and disappears behind the buildings.
So the restraints are loosened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally what he does is he just goes, takes his arms, and he just goes...
Okay, well, sorry, you can't do that.
Oh, so they're still bound. Okay.
Well, I mean, they're loosened, but it's not a part of this thing for you to just say, fuck you, and in front of everyone, just move your arms like they're unbound. They're gonna fucking murder you. You're gonna be a little sneakier about it.
Okay. That's my bad.
So you don't do that. And you arrive beneath the beacon. 10 villagers close in on you. Working with surprising coordination, they immobilize you and lift you up the blackened iron stairs to the raised platform. You cannot help but shiver at the sight of the central framework twisted from the past blazes, and what you can clearly see to be fastening points for a chain. None of the eyes meet yours as they lash you to the metal. The village sings now, something rhythmic and ancient, carved from old syllables. The second group ascends the beacon, carrying 3 red-draped bodies. With reverence, they arrange their burdens into a triangle at your feet. Then they withdraw, leaving you alone with the dead, shin deep in a sea of kindling. I can never say that word. It seems the entire village has gathered around the beacon to watch you burn. Behind the face paint, you recognize May Ledbetter. And yes, that is Silas, the coach driver, standing at her side. The audacity and scale of the deception staggers you. A man steps up on a dais and raises his hand with quiet authority. The frame of his spectacles obscures the red triangle on his face. So we draw here together again on this night as we do each year, and we give thanks to the one who will preserve the village against the fire of the void. You'll be taken by the ones from above in our stead. Your death will bring life to our streets and bounty to our fields. It will safeguard our children and our elders alike. For another year, we salute you. And he bows his head. Obviously, this is Winters.
Honestly, fuck your life, you bastard.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You are very high up.
Of course you can't. Oh, I'm just saying it. I don't even get louder. I just keep talking shit. Just like Garth is just like, I am so sick of this right now. You guys have no hospitality whatsoever.
This is not hospitality.
I've been to a lot of bonfires in my time, and this is by far the worst one. There's not any natty light. Just kidding.
Oh, that makes it better, honestly. Sacrifice at the pyre, only having to drink natty light. All around the beacon, bearers step forward and lift their torches to the edge of the raised platform. A ring of tiny flames flicker up around the perimeter. As they wink, the singing of the villagers drops to an unearthly rhythm. So, would you currently, it's just a little bit of flames, they're not obscured by any means, nothing's going crazy. So do you want to throw your remaining strength against the bonds and break those since Ruth has loosened them for you? Or would you like to wait and see what happens and kind of follow her advice?
I'm gonna follow her advice. She seems like she's been trying to help me.
Hopefully.
We'll see. I mean, if I do it now, they're just gonna be all like, okay, well...
Try
die.
again. So, the flames
Like,
snake
no,
across the kindling.
Put out the fire. We gotta re-tie 'em up.
Redo it. Someone go kill 3 other people to put at the foot. Damn it. The flames snake across the kindling, catching and rising. Smoke rises and it becomes difficult to see the villagers. The 3 bodies surrounding you catch fire, blazing with sooty red flames. You begin to cough as the smoke enters your lungs and fight down the urge to panic. If you have learned the strange chant and wish to try it, this is the moment. Otherwise, we'll continue on.
I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Fuck it. This is like a last-ditch effort, but nothing ever really comes like good from chanting this shit. But
I mean, he said don't do it if you have any living left to do. So if you have any desire to keep living, hold on. Or if you think you think you can get out of this alive, maybe do that if you want to, or if you want to say fuck it and chant, fuck it and chant.
I'm gonna fuck it and chant because the way Garth in my mind would be like, okay, you know what? I don't want anybody else to fall for this. I'm gonna go ahead and just yeet them.
Okay.
Yeet them all.
Okay. So, the flames draw closer to you as you bring Arbogast's chant to mind. It's hard to clear your head as the heat grows beneath your feet and you cough and sputter, but you sustain the words. Finally, you read the key passage, and even as your clothes catch fire, you yell for the 3rd and final time. Would you like to attempt it?
I mean, yeah, I can. I mean, maybe I don't want to attempt it. I don't know. I mean, character, yes. I don't know if I can physically say it.
Cthulhu malafin Cthulhu vermogen nach Hagen nach Athagen nil Cthulhu. So you scream it out, and the swirling tongues of fire around you stop midair. The people around the beacon freeze. Their black painted faces bleached and stripped as a second sun opens in the air above Emberhead. In an instant, the people, the village, the hill, all are consumed, incinerated by impossible proximity to sheer combustion, the essence of fire. Though your body is bound to the beacon, your being is freed. As a spark, you race into space, catapulted through the vastness of the void. The stars burn past you with an incomprehensible velocity. And then you are home. Forever, you will dwell here, in Formalhaut, where the flames ripple and flow through the immense spaces and the rhythms of the universe, where planets themselves move and tilt through unutterable wheels of fire. I've never heard of that word. Bound to the clockwork chaos of the living flame, you are among the flames, and you will dance. Hey, you just fucking leveled a city with flames, and you are now a fucking fire spirit.
Oh, hell yeah!
What the fuck, Garth?
Can we, next campaign, we do this. there's got to be like a Billy Crystal talking flame that's Garth.
Well, you see, if you instead just do it low and slow for about 4 hours, and then you're like, shut the fuck up, I know how to cook a brisket, Garth. And he's like, well, I'm here, so I'm just gonna help.
Well, listen, here, if you feed me some eggshells, I will point you in the right direction.
What the fuck? I didn't expect you to turn into a goddamn fire being. Holy shit.
Garth the fire elemental.
Holy shit. Man, I wonder what other endings there are.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious of that myself. Because it's... as much as I wanted to try and get out alive, I did also want to kill all of them.
Yeah. Here, let's...
Because they all suck.
Yeah, it's like, might as well take them all out with me, you know?
Yep. Well, and like I said, Garth is more like, you know what? I don't want some other poor fool to get caught in this next year.
True. I don't remember what the... I don't remember where it said to go.
Also, I
Oh,
have a
there's an
request.
option where you're not strong enough to pull out of the bonds and just burn to death.
I would imagine that's what was going to happen.
What's your strength?
So, I don't think it's a lot. The strength is 50.
Oh, yeah. Hey, 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it would be 50-50, but let's be honest here. Turning into a fire elemental's better than escaping and living as a human. Also, I do have a request now.
Yes.
You have to please draw a fire elemental that is Garth.
Yes.
With like a cowboy hat and starched jeans and shit.
Oh my god, yes. I can't find where we were. It doesn't go in any sort of numerical order, so I'm like, it's all
it just jumps around, right?
Yeah. Like you start at 1 and then the second one is like 285 and you're like, what? Okay, here we go. Let's see, on 13205. Creepy red triangles. Okay, procession. He succeeded that roll. Ruth warns you, sweet child. 33. You waited.
I also
happening.
I also freed Ruth from having to just be in horror constantly.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, I love how it was a fat rip. That is not a flattering.
65.
It's funny. Hold on a second.
Yeah, so, okay. Let's just, you know what? Just for shits and giggles. If you hadn't have said the chant. For shits and giggles. If you hadn't have said the chant. Flames lick at your legs. Your eyes water. You're shrouded in smoke. It might be your imagination, but you think you can feel a slight give in the chains. You throw yourself against them, giving no thought to how they bite into your wrists. Take 1d6 points of damage from the fire. So you would have taken 3 points of damage. I'm guessing that's not your entire health. I know it's not a lot, but I think it's more than 3.
I have 11 total.
Well,
so I'm at 9 now.
If you would have been fucked up, and that you could have immediately just died there.
Right.
Otherwise, make a strength roll. Let's see if Garth would have lived.
No.
Hello, Rich. I didn't see this.
72. Which is a fail.
The chains give a little more. You feel that you could overcome them if you only had a little more time, but As you feel the flesh on your legs char, the fire spreads up your jacket and licks at your face. And you know you have run out of time.
Yeah. See, this is why I didn't do this. Because I knew Garth would just be like Jake said there, I can break these cuffs! Ah, I'm burning!
Let's see.
But if I succeeded...
You succeeded. Desperation lends you strength and you yank at what you guess to be the weak point in the chains. It breaks. You throw the chains off, stumbling across one of the red-shrouded corpses, heading away from the watching villagers. You cough, your hair and eyebrows smolder. You leap from the conflagration of the fire side of the beacon. Your heart lurches momentarily at the sight of the sheer drop beneath you, but you land a few inches short of the edge. You roll to extinguish your burning clothes. Your lungs feel singed. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. The chant of the villagers gathers in intensity, and you peer around the beacon. They don't seem to have noticed your absence amidst the billowing smoke. Most of them are staring into the sky. You crawl as rapid as you can for cover in the nearest building. The villagers assembled at the beacon, and the streets are empty, and you're able to pad away from the blaze. You must get out of town before they finish. The chanting seems to accelerate as you round the corner of the southern road. Here, parked against the side of the general store, you have your first piece of luck since reaching Emberhead, a bicycle. You learn to ride these back in Providence. You settle into the saddle, your burned flesh protests at the contact. I would assume you would just try to leave town immediately, but you could also just wait and see what happened at the beacon.
Oh, hell no.
It takes a moment to recapture the skill of riding the bicycle, but after the first turn of the turn east, there is a long downhill out of Emberhead. You hear screams and cackles above you, but concentration on balancing and working the pedals in your weakened state. You have made too many hopes dashed in the abomination of a village. You keep your head down and ride away. 20 minutes later, with no sign of pursuit, you stop for a breather at the top of the hill. You see Emberhead rise in the distance. The entire village seems to be ablaze. A dark column of smoke above it with a visible many, many miles. But if the village is isolated as it seems, help is unlikely to arrive in time. You watch the place burn for 5 minutes, then you mount your bicycle and ride towards civilization at dawn. So, if you were strong enough, but nope. Garth died twice, so hey, the first one was awesome.
Hey, you know what?
You blew up the whole fucking town. You became a fire elemental. Like, that's
I made the right choice the first time.
You made the right choice the first time. Yes, 100%.
And also, can we flavor this real quick?
Yeah.
Garth had trouble on the bicycle, not because of his burns, but because his starched jeans would not allow him to bend.
He's like,
so he's just, he's just like, he's riding standing up, like on the bike instead of sitting down.
It's just so much more energy. Anyway, congrats. I mean, you died, but I'd say congrats. That's the better of the two death options.
To be honest,
well, the multiple death
I
options.
like that one.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that one. Other
good.
than the just burn to death, like, you know,
yeah.
without even trying to break out. Yeah, no shit.
Like, oh, you're dead. So
if I ever hear the name May again, Garth,
May,
anyways.
what's wrong with May? She was so sweet. She made you breakfast and dinner and talked to you. Gave you
and tried to burn me to death.
Hey, it's not personal. I needed to keep living for another year.
Why? You're old as fuck. It's fine.
For my granddaughter's sake, obviously.
Your granddaughter doesn't like it. You walk in the room and she says, ew.
But
that's how scary you are.
Who'd have thunk that fucking Silas was involved? Weird.
Yeah. Silas
Didn't
is
see
a
that
dick.
One coming. I was half expecting Silas to be one of the dead bodies at your feet.
I thought so too.
I was half expecting it to be Silas.
When you said it, I was all like, oh shit, Silas died. That's why he left.
Yeah, I was like in Midsummer mode where it's like, oh, he tried to leave and like they offed him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he brings people to the town and drops them off every year.
Not anymore, bitch.
But anyway, that was fun. Cthulhu's creepy. I like it.
Yeah, we
now
need to
play a real one.
Yeah, we need to get a group of people too, so that there's a A whole shit ton of shenanigans.
Shit ton of shenanigans. Yes, for sure. There's a couple other modules on their site that seem fun. I'm already doing Cyberpunk, and I've also committed to a D&D game for the ladies of High Shelf and the ladies of the Concave. So I don't know if I'm going to DM another game, but if anyone else wants to run Cthulhu, I will gladly play in it.
I might. Also, I did want to say something. I thought that like once I got away, and this would be really funny and kind of trippy. Once Garth got away, successfully broke the things, and he goes towards the beach, the only direction he can, to one of those huts, and he becomes the burned man.
Yes, like his. Ooh.
And then he knows the thing now, and so then it's cyclical, and it keeps happening with people.
There you go. There you go. When I had posted something about playing this, Ethan had said that they have a Cthulhu game where one of the characters is Garth, but was from this little one-off, and then they continued on into a real campaign with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So he just joined in.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to work in a fire elemental.
Well, I'm guessing that character survived. I don't think he's a soon-to-be old one. Or a long time from now to be old one.
He's a young old one.
He's a youngin'. It's Garth.
Young.
He's a youngin'.
He's in the bag right now. With all the other youngins.
Yeah, he's in the timeout sack or whatever they call it. But yeah, I agree with Jake. Someone should totally run one. Well, actually, I mean, don't hold me to this, but I was talking to Lewis, and he has a campaign idea that sounds really cool and sounds like it could very much go with the Call of Cthulhu system. So, you know, everyone just also be like, hey, bro. I don't know if you're here still, Lewis. I saw you in chat earlier. Because I'm game. But, yeah, guys. The usual Discord, socials down below. At the Concave, everywhere. Also links down below. Head on over to like our YouTube. Watch all these old episodes and stuff. I mean, the VODs are also down here on Twitch if that's your thing. But if you don't like watching VODs on Twitch like me, go to YouTube. That's where I watch them.
Yeah.
As well as there's a section that I've made on our YouTube called Guest Appearances, and it's everything that we've been on for other people's things, or not everything. We're waiting for some things. Good night, Rich. Thank you for joining in for the end of this chaos. But Friday, Cyberpunk. Thursday, just gonna play some Blair Witch. Next week, we have more video games over on HSG. Go watch me and Blair play Mass Effect. I'm super